Hello kids, good morning to one and all. Welcome to the today's session. So in yesterday's class, we have learned a lot of things about how the agriculture will contribute towards the GDP, how the employment level is there, and also how the people will how the agricultural activities is declining nowadays. What are the reasons behind why the farmers they are facing lot of challenges and lot of difficulties for agriculture activities there. So and also the government of India, in last class only I have told, the government of India as well as the farmers have to take the initiative step to improvise themselves. So whatever policies have been implemented, the government has to implement in a correct way, so that all the sections in our society, those are doing the agriculture activity, they will get the benefit from that policies there. So even implementation of that policies also is very much important in the running of a state as well as a country towards a development there, because you all know that the food as well as the agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy, as well as the food is the basic need of each and every citizen, which they are getting the minimum nutritional level there. To be an healthy person, to be an active person, some percentage of nutritional balance is needed. So we can't buy from the other aspects like money. If you take the money, we can't buy those health as well as food from outside. So the farmers are taking the initiative step to grow the food crops, non-food crops, and they are helpful for the certain products as well as for your usage there. So at present situation, these farmers only facing lot difficulties in our country. So the government of India has to take the initiative step to sort out all kind of problems, so that the farmers they may lead a profitable life. So coming to the today's session, I have told that we will discuss about globalization. Globalization means whatever our economic activities will be there, whatever production we are doing, we will launch in the international market there. Okay. So what is the impact of agriculture in our country? So we have adopted the globalization means, then what is the result? What is the impact? What is the effect of the globalization? Okay. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about impact of globalization. Globalization is not a phenomenon, and it is not a recent development which took place in the entire world. So the concept of globalization was been introduced nearly ancient period only, because the ancient period, whatever commodities we were growing, it was being circulated throughout the world. We were having connection with the European countries, with the China, with the Japan, as well as with the Southeast countries, South, even in America also, we were having and we were exporting some of these spices to the different parts of the country. Okay, it was started when Harappan civilization was been immersed in our country, when it was been originated, and during that period only, the people they started coming to know the different civilization. They were coming to our country and they were purchasing the commodities, and here we were sending the needed commodities in their place there. So the spices, the Indian spices were having a good quality, and most of the people they wanted to purchase from our country only. So that is why we were exporting the spices to the different countries of the world, and the farmers of South India were encouraged to grow this kind of crops in our country. So during the British period, when the Britishes came to our country, the cotton belts were been there. The farmers, where the black soil is available, the farmers used to grow the cotton. The cotton is the main raw material for the cotton textile industry. Whatever clothes you are wearing, it is made up of cotton only. Okay, so when Britishers came to our country, our cotton quality of the cotton was being attracted from them. So what they were doing, they encouraged the farmers to grow more and more cotton, and the raw cotton was being exported to the Britain there. So, despite being an important producer of rice, cotton, rubber, tea, coffee, jute, and spices, our agriculture products are not able to compete with the developed countries at this particular situation. Even though we are important producer, we are a second largest country, first largest country for some spices, second largest country for some food products. Even though we are a largest producer of these food crops, even though we are unable to compete with the developed countries because of the highly subsidies agriculture in those countries. So whatever crops they were growing in their country, they are having the subsidies, as well as the government support is there, that their activities will be not affected if we are buying from some other countries. So that is why at present situation in the global world, we are unable to compete with the developed country. It is very difficult for us also to compete with them. So today in India, agriculture find itself as a cross roads, that is other what we will tell other path or other way to make agriculture successful and profitable, more trustworthy, and improvement the condition of marginal and small farmers. So at present, Indian farmers only they are finding their own path to export the food crops to the other countries, which will be more profitable and which will be more thirsty worth. So, due to the impact of green revolution, many of the farmers they adopted the modern kind of agriculture where they were using the HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, and the pesticides. So, due to the continuous usage of these chemical properties, nowadays it has been affected for the soil erosion as well as land degradation. So, at present situation, the environment followers as well as the expertise, they are giving one suggestion that go through the genetic formula where where we can use the organic farming with the organic material only, we can fertile the soil. In that way, to avoid such kind of degradation which will be harmful for the environment, nowadays the voice of genetic revolution as well as Jenny revolution movement has been encouraged in the market, so that whatever organic farming will be there without having chemical free crops as well as chemical free vegetables, fruits are very much demand in our market as well as in the world market. So in this way, the contribution of green revolution, they adopted the modern kind of agriculture, but due to the environment effect which took place in our country, because due to continuous usage as well as continued use of these HYV seeds as well as chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides, it is affecting to our soil as well as to our land. So at present situation, these people, the educated people, the expertise, they are encouraging for organic farming there. So that movement, we call it as a Jenny Revolution movement, is encouraged in the market. Organic farming practice without any chemicals does not affect any kind of environment. So in this way, the expertise are giving the awareness to the farmers that instead of using the chemical based properties to avoid the pest as well as to avoid the any kind of diseases to the crops, we can use the organic materials to maintain the fertility as well as to maintain the quality of the food products, and it is not affected any kind of environment properties there. So in this way, organic farming, they are encouraging for organic farming. This wise recent years, this kind of awareness is given by the educated people as well as such kind of environmentalist. So Indian farmers should diversify their cropping pattern from the cereals to the high value crops. Okay, Indian farmers they should diversify. They have to change their crop pattern little bit, and also they have to grow little bit more cereals which contain the high value in the market. So this will increase the income and reduce the environment degradation simultaneously. So because some of the crops needed only less irrigations rather than rice cultivation and sugar cultivation. These two are needed a little bit more irrigation. So instead of growing these two food crops, means we can grow some other crops like jojoba as well as some food crops which contain very less irrigation there. So it will be helpful for the to earn little bit more extra income, as well as we can reduce the environment degradation in our country. So India's diverse climate can harness to grow the a wide range of high value. So we will see a diverse, the Indian farmers has to change little bit their crop pattern. Instead of growing during that period with the help of modern technique and technology, some high value cereals as well as crops should be grown there, so that they can earn little bit more income. So this is the impact of globalization. If you our Indian farmers, they are finding their own path to bear their foot in the international market there. So by growing such demandable crops, nowadays some farmers, some 1 or 2% farmers, they are taking this kind of advantage. So recently in Raichur, a lady, she is a software engineer, and in her field, she used to grow the sandalwood and some valuable trees as well as some valuable plants there. So as present result, she is earning little bit crores together. So the farmers, only 1 or 2% of farmers, they are seeing their development as well as the country's development. So this kind of awareness should be given to the each and every farmer, those are living in our country. So we the people has to give such awareness to the people, as well as the government has to take such kind of steps to encourage to grow different kinds of crops, and they can circulate in the international market. So if we want to compete with the international market means, so certain steps I have told, simultaneously it will not harm any kind of environment by using the organic farming. Nowadays the people will prefer organic farming only, which will contain a nutrition, proteins will be there, nutrients will be there, vitamins will be there, that will be not harm any kind of human health and everything else. So in this way people are preferring, they are encouraging for organic farming there. Even farmers, by saying that, they are also doing some organic farming during a particular period, so remaining time they used to grow. So it is in a small percentage, not in a big percentage. So for a successful of agricultural activities to improvise in our country means, this kind of facilities as well as this kind of encouragement is needed for our Indian farmers. So this is all about the agriculture which is practiced in our country. Some are major crops, non-food crops, food crops we have already discussed. So thank you for listening the today's session.